Welcome, intrepid explorers of the unknown, to another spine-chilling episode of Haunted Histories. Today, we delve into the heart of Philadelphia, USA, to unravel the dark and terrifying secrets of one of the most haunted places on Earth, Eastern State Penitentiary. Built in 1829, this Gothic prison was designed to inflict solitary confinement upon its inmates, driving them to the brink of insanity. The anguish and despair of those who suffered within its cold, stone walls are said to still echo through its abandoned corridors. Brace yourselves as we journey into the shadows of Eastern State Penitentiary. Eastern State Penitentiary loomed over the city like a menacing fortress, its high, crumbling walls casting long shadows that seemed to reach out and ensnare the unwary. The entrance gate, rusted and groaning, opened into a labyrinth of cell blocks that radiated like the spokes of a sinister wheel. Each passageway led deeper into the bowels of despair, where the air was thick with the weight of forgotten sorrows. The penitentiary was known for its harsh regime of solitary confinement. Inmates were isolated in small, damp cells, with only a narrow slit in the ceiling allowing a sliver of light to penetrate the darkness. The silence was maddening, broken only by the occasional clinking of chains or the muffled sobs of a broken soul. Among the most infamous inmates was Al Capone, the notorious gangster. Though his cell was furnished with luxuries like fine rugs and a radio, Capone was not immune to the prison's malevolent presence. He was tormented by the ghost of James Clark, one of the victims of the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Night after night, Capone would wake, drenched in sweat, his screams echoing through the silent halls. It was said that cell block 12 was the epicenter of paranormal activity. Visitors and guards alike reported hearing disembodied voices, echoing footsteps, and seeing shadowy figures darting through the dimly lit hallways. One particularly chilling encounter involved a guard named Sam, who was making his rounds late one night. As he passed by the cells, he felt a sudden, bone-chilling cold. He turned to see a figure standing at the end of the corridor, a gaunt, spectral inmate with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce into his soul. Sam froze in terror as the figure slowly advanced, only to vanish into thin air just a few feet away. In the punishment cells, where the most unruly inmates were thrown into complete darkness for weeks on end, the atmosphere was suffocating. These cramped, pitch-black chambers were said to drive men to madness. Many who were confined here claimed to feel unseen hands gripping their throats, whispering voices mocking their anguish. The temperature would drop suddenly, and an overwhelming sense of dread would wash over them, leaving them gasping for breath. The death row area held a particularly sinister energy. Here, the most dangerous criminals awaited their fate, the air thick with the scent of fear and despair. It was here that the spirit of a condemned man named Thomas was often seen. Thomas had been wrongfully accused of murder, and in his final days, he swore vengeance on those who had condemned him. His apparition was often seen pacing the length of his cell, muttering curses under his breath. Visitors claimed to hear his anguished cries for justice, echoing through the empty halls. Paranormal investigators who have explored the penitentiary have captured chilling evidence of its haunted nature. Orbs, strange mists, and unexplained shadows have been recorded, along with eerie EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, where ghostly voices whisper through the static. One team captured the unmistakable voice of a former warden, barking orders in the dead of night. The Eastern State Penitentiary stands as a monument to human suffering and a testament to the horrors of isolation. Its haunted halls are a chilling reminder of the past, where the anguished souls of the forgotten continue to linger, trapped between this world and the next. As we leave this place of despair and darkness, remember the stories of those who suffered here. Their pain echoes through time, a haunting melody that reverberates within these walls. Thank you for joining us on this terrifying journey through Eastern State Penitentiary. Until next time, stay safe and keep your lights on. You never know what might be lurking in the shadows.